this ain't it, sweetie. Like, they lying to you lot.
Right.
That's how I feel like, especially, and that's why right now I'm loving the youth, because the youth are like waking up to like, you know, when people say like, oh, how did you get rich? Oh, I was selling t-shirts, and like, oh, I was selling chickens. They're like, how can you tell me this story?
Right.
Like, because they're like, nah, don't think I'm slow.
Right.
Don't think I'm illiterate. Don't think I can't read and write, so I don't know that you're doing something. Because if I now go pick up a t-shirt and sell, I want to be rich. I want a Lamborghini from that. I want a Lamborghini from this t-shirt. If I don't get one, then I know you're lying to me, right?
Right. What's up, everybody? So as you see, I'm here by myself. Gucci left me. The white boy left me. Everybody just keep leaving me. But today I have a special guest with me. I have Christina. Christina, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm okay. Tell the people what you do.
So people may know me as Christina Carmel. I am a music marketer. I've worked with your favorite artists. I'm an A&R, psychologist, and yeah, just your all-round fun girl.
Okay. So I hear that accent. Where are you from?
London.
London. Oh, were you born in London?
Yes, born and raised.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what brings you to Ghana then?
My parents, so born and raised in London, but my parents are Ghanaians, Fantis.
Okay.
So come home from time to time. I used to live here.
Oh.
I used to live here. When did I leave? So I've left about a year and a half now. So I left 2024.
Wait, so you lived here all your life till 2024?
No, so I moved here from around, I think, 2021 to 2024.
Wow.
Yeah, then I left 2024.
I came down 2021 too.
Oh, officially?
Yeah.
Oh,
September.
really?
Yeah, I hadn't been in Ghana for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Then I just left.
So you hadn't been back, and then you decided to just come back and stay?
Stay. I left everything, my car, my apartment.
What made you want to do that?
I've always wanted to. So I came to SS here a while ago, and I made a promise that I'll come back to help develop.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I swear, like that was my thing. I had to come. There was no sidewalks. I used to get to me. So I've been planning on coming down, but after 2020 happened with the COVID situation, I was like, why am I even here? So 2021 September, I just dipped.
Oh,
left.
really?
My mom thought I was crazy. Everybody thinks I was nuts. I just left everything.
Everyone will think you're crazy.
Yeah, I left the car, the apartment, and I think I packed up just a few clothes and just most of my computers, and I just left.
And how have you found it since?
It's challenging. It has its challenges, but I'd rather be here though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where you were in America?
Yep.
What part?
I lived in New York for a while, and then I came.
Yeah, but New York is it's like London, very similar.
Yeah, that's what people say.
Yeah, very, very.
But then people from London love New York though.
We do, yeah, because we just don't like London.
So you just don't want
it's like an upgrade.
When New York is an upgrade from London?
Yeah, for us.
How?
In terms of like infrastructure.
Really?
Yeah. But America, you guys are behind, don't get twisted.
Yeah, that's what I
America's behind. But in terms of like New York in comparison to London, I feel like we feel like you guys are a lot more fast moving. So you lot are ahead of us in terms of like the job sector, the market sector, everything else, so that infrastructure is where we think you guys are advanced, because the salaries in America in comparison to the UK is for the same jobs.
But then don't you factor in the exchange rate?
Yeah, and it's still way better.
Is it?
Oh, come! Have you been to London?
No, I always wanted to go to London.
Please do come.
Yeah.
Please do come, and that it is. London is great. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
London is great, but I think, like many, we've got some work to do. We've got some work to do.
Okay. Yeah. So, what made you come to Ghana? When was the first time you came to Ghana?
I've been coming to Ghana since I was a child.
Okay.
Because obviously my parents.
Right. So your parents lived here, or they lived with you then?
My dad was here. My mum was in London. Okay. My dad used to come and go, and then my dad wanted to really base himself here.
Right.
For businesses and stuff. But my mum has always been in London. Like my mum's not really for the Ghana dream.
Right.
You can't really sell it to her. Like she's been there, done it.
They're both Ghanaian, right?
Yeah. But she left when she was about 19.
Okay.
To go to the UK, and so she's been there. So I've been coming in as a child, and then I met someone actually who was like so many people don't realize that I'm Ghanaian. There's this whole thing that people think I'm West Indian. So
me too.
Yeah. So people think I'm. So when people, so I met someone who was like, "You're from Ghana. You need to come back home. You need to come back home."
Right.
And like was selling me this version of Ghana. I'm like so advanced. I was like, no, it's not possible. Like the way they were describing Ghana, I was like, so it was like I had to see it for myself. And so they was like, no, May, you need to come. I came in May with my friend who's Jamaican.
What year?
2016.
Okay.
Came 2016. So that's like me coming as an adult on my own.
Right.
And woof.
That fun?
I was like, but Ghana was so different to what
But you said you was like what? Like, did you like it? Did you not like it?
No, I loved it.
Okay.
It was so advanced. It was
the flying cars and the
Lamborghinis, the lifestyle.
Right.
I was like, okay, that's what sells you.
Right.
So then fast forward, I came again, 2019, I came twice.
Right.
And then after that is where my mind was like, I could live here.
Okay.
Floating around with it. And then came 2021.
Okay.
And then left 2024.
Why did you leave 2024?
But I feel like, so my thing is with Ghana, I'm like, we've just got so much work to do.
Right.
And I feel like the infrastructure, I feel, doesn't necessarily support what we know as people from the diaspora.
Right.
And some of the visions that we want to bring here. Some of the visions we want to bring here are so westernized and so advanced that systematically this system won't support that unless like you can go through, but it's very, very difficult.
Right.
And so after a while, and I left when politics was we didn't know who was coming in.
Right.
And and I was just like, I don't know about the sustainability of this country.
Right. Okay.
So I was like, no, I need to.
What I have to say about that is this, right? So you're right about 100% right.
Yeah.
But I feel like the people who come to Ghana, I think at least for now, we have to have a mentality of pioneers. I feel like we're the ones who have to build that infrastructure. Because if you think about it, our ideas are so advanced. The people who live here haven't seen that type of advanced society.
But
so somebody has to build that. Or if we let the Chinese come and build it.
They're doing it already.
Right. Or the Indians and everybody else build it. When you come, you have no place to really.
But I hear it because that's the storyline that gets sold to coerce everybody to come back home. However, we also need systems and ecosystems that support us to do so.
Right. I agree with 100%.
I think, and that's what is working against us.
But that's what I'm saying. Like those ecosystems, we have to build them. Like for instance, right? Like even the reason why like a lot of the Chinese come here and they're able to exist, they come in, they have people that come in and create those ecosystems. So when they finally come down, they have all the supportive infrastructure they need, right? But if we come just to, I have this dream of starting let's say a fashion whatever show, and you come and there's really no fashion industry, right? Somebody has to create that.
But then they make it hard.
They do. They
make it hard.
Of course, they definitely make it hard. They're not gonna make it easy for you.
Because they might, and you can't bypass. The problem is, and I've had so many conversations with this because it's like I've seen a lot of people build ecosystems by bypassing Ghanaians. So like by saying like
that's what we have to do.
Like 0 Ghanaians in your team.
Right.
I've had like I know people who have worked with Ghanaians and removed all Ghanaians and only work with foreigners.
Right.
However, I just don't think that aligns with the come back home, let's pioneer, let's build.
Well, see, this is the thing, right? Even though we're Ghanaian by birth or heritage, right, or lineage, we're actually not Ghanaians. Our mentalities are different.
Yeah, of course.
The way we move is different. So one thing that I've realized living here is this: you have to literally come in with the mindset that you're not Ghanaian, because if you're coming thinking I'm Ghanaian and I'm going home, you're going to be disappointed because the local Ghanaian don't see you as a Ghanaian. So when we come, I feel like our job now is to come and build as diasporans.
But that defeats the purpose.
But it doesn't. It doesn't. Ultimately, it doesn't. Initially, that's how we have to think because that's what's going to keep you here. And that's how you're going to find the resources, right, to build, or people who think like you to create something. Think about it. You have Chinese people that aren't even from here. They are able to come in, right, create an ecosystem and thrive. Why
but
not?
They're creating it for themselves.
Right,
though.
that's right. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's nothing wrong with us as diasporans
Creating for ourselves.
Creating for ourselves. And this is why I'm saying no matter if we create for ourselves, it still bleed into the local Ghanaians because
I don't think so.
Well,
I used to think like that.
No, but just hold on, just check this out, right? If they could remember when they create their ecosystems, right? When they make that money, they take that money back where? To where they came from, right? if we come here, we create our own ecosystems, right? Let's say I come and I create a company, and there's no Ghanaians in there, right? I build with other diasporans. My family's Ghanaian. It's a matter of time that they will benefit from what we're creating.
Yeah.
If we allow foreigners to come in here and they create it, right? How long is it going to take before we benefit from it? You see, so would you rather foreigners come in here, build their own ecosystem, benefit from it, and then take it back home? Or we come in here, create our ecosystem, benefit from it, and as time goes on, it'll bleed into the locals.
I think this is what's causing. I think there was, by the time I left, I really felt like there was a divide. Right. I think it is all I think these ideologies cause a divide, and it is causing a divide between locals and this whole us coming over to build infrastructures and ecosystems for ourselves, hoping that it bleeds through. And another thing I've realized as well is that some don't also want to feel the benefits and reap the benefits of
who?
Like some of the locals.
Right.
Also don't, it's not perceived and received in the way that we feel like it should be.
But
so I think it does cause a divide, and it does cause, it has caused, and I think this is why we are where we are with this whole Dirty December thing and this whole issue, because it's
what issue? Just so.
So the whole narrative at the moment is that obviously Dirty December, this Dirty December was not as dirty as it should have been, or it just wasn't as great. And is the whole idea around Dirty December that in the West, right? In West Africa, is it dying? Right. Is it now going to be shifting to other parts of Africa, South Africa, Sierra Leone? Because so as in Nigeria and Lagos, Nigeria and Ghana didn't have enough of a system to support us all coming here. And this is my whole thing as well. It's because these systems and these Dirty December, these things, they're for us. They're not for them. It's for us. However, what we've now realized is that a majority of the locals regulate the private sector. Right. So with the shops and the sellers and stuff. So where I feel like some of this is people are complaining about overpricing, extortion, I think all of that is because of the divide and because of how they, like you said, how they see us. Right. We're not one of them. So it's something that they know is 5 cities, they will charge us 50 cities and will not care. Right. Because they don't feel like we and them are one. Right.
And what I'm saying that's what I'm saying. We have to create the infrastructure for us, because we could sit here and complain about it all day, right? For instance, we're building an app. And I always talk about this app. Our app is to connect each one of us, right? So let's say, I have maybe a retail person that won't do that to you. I can easily connect you to that retail person. So now as you're here, things are not as hard for you. You don't have to necessarily deal with the Ghanaian that will jack up the price 10x on you. We're not sharing resources either. So when we come out here, I'm coming to do this, and it's we're almost siloed. And because we're siloed, when you get into any trouble, you got to deal with it. If you have any issues, you got to deal with it, right? Whereas when the Chinese people come, right, they have a guy come here. This guy is the one, he has a connection with the registration people for the businesses. He has a connection with maybe getting gold, whatever. They have different people they come into. They have a network they come into, right? And they tap into this network. So whatever they need to do, they don't have to work as hard, right? And that's what I'm saying. We have to build those infrastructures. So for instance, let's say if you come down, right? We have a string of maybe bars and restaurants that we're cool with, or maybe you started a bar, he started a restaurant, he started a nightclub, right? If we come down and let's just say, you say the locals are jacking up prices on you, we can just go to our bars, right? Eventually, right, they'll realize, we're jacking up our prices, but they're not using our bars, our restaurants, they're going to their own, all right, let's just bring the prices down. So there's ways we can regulate these things. But the thing is, if we come down and we just complain about the locals, they're jacking up the prices. Yeah, but the thing is, we're not here either. You get what I'm saying? So if we come down and we build our infrastructures, we connect with each other, we'll create an ecosystem for our own. So now, let's say if you have to rent, a hall, and the hall is 1,000 cities. But then the local scene is I'm charging you 50,000. Don't even worry about it. I got a hall. You can use that one. Give me 1,000. Eventually, no one's going there. They're going to have to conform.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The same way they conform when they deal with these Chinese, when they deal with the Indians and the Turkish people. Like, we're not building much here. So we're leaving them to almost be in survival mode, right? A lot of this stuff comes from them being in survival mode,
absolutely.
right? So if we know better and we're saying we're coming from an advanced place, we have to come down here with advanced thinking, right? So when we come down, okay, we party, all right, everything's expensive right now. If we go here, it's expensive. Okay, why don't we start our own club? There's enough of us. We have enough money, enough resources between us. Why don't we start a Diasporan club? All right, well, Ace is charging this price. This guy's charging this price. It's too much. All right, let's just charge this much, right? And I think if enough of us come out here and create that, it'll create that ecosystem that we're looking for. But if we all just get mad and go back, what happens, right? Just hypothetically, I'm not spreading panic or anything, but what happens, right? What happens if something bad goes on, like war, right, overseas, and we all have to run down here? Now we ran down here and we don't have any ecosystems that actually help us, right? And we can't live abroad forever, right? And then we'll be just like our parents. We'll go, come back, complain, run back. Come back, complain, then our kids are gonna be doing the same thing, right? And I think we're in a unique position because right now, there's this wind of change that's going around, going back to Africa. And I think we need to come back. That's why I said our mindsets need to be like pioneers. Like we're coming down here and pretend like we don't know anything. We don't know anybody. We did it when we went to the States and UK. We created ecosystems up there. You know, when you go, there's a guy that could get you your working papers. Back in the day, they used to fake all that stuff. Like, you gotta do it. So when you went into a system, an ecosystem that helped you thrive, we just have to do the same thing home. It's like we like to do this in other people's countries, but we don't like to do it on our own.
Because our mindset is different. I think in other countries, there's a lot more lenience to you being able to do so because there is structure and infrastructure. I think here, it's a lot more, you're really gonna have to get up and get going and do it on your own and build it and then add someone on and then they add their 2 pence and then you guys build. And I think, for some people, not everybody's got it in them, not everybody.
Of course.
And it's not easy. Like, it's really, really not easy. I think I understand what you're saying and I feel like I can appreciate what you're saying, but I just feel like there also has to be grace on the ground, like on soil, because we do have a government. It's not like we shouldn't necessarily have to come and it shouldn't be so hard because we have infrastructure. There is, it's just not working. And so I feel like with this whole Dirty December thing, there are bigger conversations and there have been bigger conversations, political conversations. Because I feel like it's all good and well, we all come in and doing our own thing and whatever, but we do have a government. Like there's supposed to be a system, there's supposed to be regulations. It's not supposed to be this hard. Do you see what I'm saying? So I feel like that is where, for me, I'm like, and from the conversations I've been having with people, that is where a lot of people are at. They're like, no, actually, we're doing our bit. We come and we do our bit. Like, it's now time for you guys to also come in and start making this thing make sense. Because it's like, you know, like there's a saying here, and I don't know if you heard it, like people will make this joke like, oh, Ghana's a lawless country. Ghana has government, so Ghana's not supposed to be a lawless country. There's supposed to be regulations, there's supposed to be policies, there's supposed to be things in place. So sometimes it's like, yeah, we can come and we come with the mindset and we are pioneers and we do things and we build things and but I'm also like, help us then also like make this also make sense and also don't penalize us for doing so. Because if we adapt the mentality that we're all just gonna do for ourselves, I feel like one thing that Africa has, but I see it a lot in Ghana, is classism. We have a massive classism issue here. And I feel like because there is a working sector, but there's no middle class really. There's like super rich or like really poor. And I feel like all these things, especially us coming over, is creating pockets of classes as well. It just adds to some of the things where I'm like, we've done our bit, man. Also, we need some backing here. Right. And I think this is where, you know, when I had a conversation with the video I done, I had a conversation with someone in the circle of like tourism, and we were going back and forth, and then as we go back and forth, it starts to come into like politics, because this is a political issue. There are some things that's like, oh, let's not make this about politics. And I'm like, I don't know how the two don't coexist. They go hand in hand. And so I feel like that's what needs to be next here. I think we've done our bit too. We need proper infrastructure. And obviously, like with this new government, it's looking all right. But let's just see like what happens. Because I feel like I know a lot of people who've come and they're just creating things and building things, right? And this country is just working against them with the sickest, maddest ideas. Like people coming over here building festivals, concerts, whatever. But then some of the hurdles that work against you comes back to politics, really. You need that, like, there's only so much you're gonna be able to do. And like I've seen it with some of my friends who are building like concerts and stuff. And it's like, for example, like getting security on ground. You can't just come in and bring your own. You're gonna have to now. So it turns into, it always does.
But this is why I'm telling you, like, for instance, let's say me, I've been here for 4 years, right? I have mad connections. I mean, like crazy connections. If you don't reach out to me, you will never know. So if you're doing a concert and you're like, hey, I need security, I might have like 10 security teams, right? We're not connecting with each other. So you're looking for those connections from the local, but the local Ghanaian is in survival mode. I'm not in survival mode. You're not in survival mode. So we can build, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like when we come down, the ecosystem has to start with us. They are in survival mode. A lot of the Ghanaians could barely make enough to eat. You know, like what they want to eat, do what they want to do. And now you're coming here with this is how it looks. You're coming here all full and fresh, and nourished. You know what I'm saying? All healthy. You're like, hey, let's go do some work. Mind you, he had like one bunku last night. He's probably starving right now, right? It's gonna be hard to work with someone like that because now you're gonna have to pick up the slack on his end. You might feel like I shouldn't have to do that with you, right? But then with me, I'm nourished. I'm full. I ate this morning. You know, you ate. So what's up? Let's build. It's like we're not building with each other. It's like we come here like, and you're doing your festival. You don't reach out to nobody else, right? Because you feel like you could do it all by yourself. You got the money, you could do it. But the thing is, I have the connections. You don't. You don't, because the infrastructure do not exist where you could just easily go to a government agency and pay or fill out a form and get what you need. You might have to call me. I might have to call somebody else that I know. You see what I'm saying? I think that's where it starts. When we come down, we need to connect with each other. And like for me, the infrastructure, part of the infrastructure that I'm building is this app. It's called Afro Tango. So now if you come down and you're like, all right, I want to do a festival, right? I need festival grounds. On there, you'll find someone who has maybe property you can use, right? Someone who's not starving, someone who's not in survival mode. You might find someone who has a security company who's not in survival mode, who's waiting for someone like you who is serious. You see what I'm saying to you? And I think that's where it starts from. We like once again, like the Chinese people, when they came, the first Chinese people that came here, whatever infrastructure they tap into, it wasn't here. And trust me, I don't think Ghanaians were giving them the infrastructure. They had to kind of do it.
Of course.
Right. We have to do the same thing. Like you said, we're not considered as Ghanaians. Despite what we think, we are not Ghanaians. We have 2 different mindsets, right? Or 10 different mindsets, depending on where we're coming from, right? But if we're coming from what we call an advanced society, right? When you come down, you have to connect with other people who are like-minded, not people who are in hunger mode. You dig? Because he's gonna be trying to get as much money as he can get from you. Me, if you deal with me, it's like, look, I got some extra, I got some extra motorcycles you could use for your thing. Hey, yeah, me too. I got my guy has this. So once we connect with each other, we start creating that ecosystem. Now we support each other. Now our things, because look, I have connections at maybe some government institutions that you don't have. I want to start a business. I don't have anybody. Oh, I got a guy at the register. You get what I'm saying to you? So I think, moving forward now that we see, I was kind of happy when this Detty December thing happened. I didn't go anywhere this December because I knew it was going to happen. I've been talking about this on this show forever, right? And one thing I noticed was when we come, we come thinking we're gonna build and utilize the infrastructure that's here and the people that's here. But we have to change that mindset. The mindset has to be, I'm coming down, I'm going to build with other diasporans that feel the way I feel, that have seen what I've seen, that have similar mindsets. Once we start doing that, you're not gonna have to beg me to get out of bed to do whatever. I came here to develop. And a lot of us did too. You dig what I'm saying? So I think changing that mindset of coming here to build with the locals, right? That needs to change. That has to change. I think it has to be, let's connect with other people of like minds that kind of have a vision of where we want to go, and let's create something.
Yeah. No, I do understand what you're saying. I just think there's no way, we still can build with each other, but we can't, there's no way to go around without cutting them out. Do you understand?
We're not cutting them out. It's just that we all have different connections to them. Like, for instance, right? I might have connections at the Registrar Generals. I might have connections with national security. You might have connections with maybe the president himself.
Yeah.
You might also have connections with maybe some of the local bars. We need to pool resources.
Yeah, I think that's how this country works.
You can't come in here and say, I'm cutting out all the locals and we're gonna perform autarky. You can't. So what I'm saying is, when you tap into other diasporans, we have other resources. Like, I have resources you don't have. I'm sure you have resources I don't have. So you're just looking at me as a portal to my resources.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you as a portal to your resources.
Yeah.
So as we help each other build, suddenly there'll be an ecosystem that would show up.
Yeah.
See, so now when people are coming in, I'm going to see initially we were actually supposed to have a diaspora embassy. I was building it.
Okay.
And just like you said, the local thing kicked in. So the person I was getting the building from, it was a pretty large building. They just pulled out the contract for no reason.
Okay.
They wanted all the money, like, way before they got the place ready. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I had a connection to maybe another diasporan who had a connection to a building or had a building, it probably went a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Because the person who I'm getting this building from, they probably got a better offer somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because they're in survival mode, they're like, oh, I'm not taking that, I take this one. Like, not caring about anything we're building.
Yeah. They don't understand.
Right, so another diaspora would have probably looked at it different, like, yo, this thing will help us. All right, I know this is more money, but this one will bring, you see what I'm saying? So I think that's where we need to start doing. We need to start, it is political, you're right, but it boils down to us. We are diasporans, right? And we are pioneers. No matter what, we have to come back home. And yes, you can live here, but I feel like you can't live here in isolation to other diasporans. We can't just party with each other. You have to build with each other. And it's like we're building with the locals.
Yeah. I do understand what you're saying. I just think, I think there's a lot that just needs to be re-looked at.
We got to look at it. We have to do it. Like, no matter how you put it, it doesn't exist here. We have to build it.
We're gonna have to. Have to build the infrastructure, of course. I feel like that's what we're doing, though. I feel like we are where we are because of the diaspora. Ghana is where it is because of the diaspora.
Absolutely.
They told us to come back home, and a lot of people came back home, and we built, and we're doing it. But also, I just think, but like you're saying, we all need to come together. But I think it's everyone. I think they also need to shift their mindset to start understand the long-term vision. I
think when they see us do it, eventually,
and they see us doing it.
Eventually, so like I gave the example, if we have our own, let's say, network. Let's just use restaurants. And all our network of restaurants, we charge, let's say, 10 cedis to get in. It's hypothetical. And they're charging, let's say Dirty December, they're charging 500 cedis to get in. We're like 10 cedis. And all our restaurants and clubs are packed, right?
Yeah, they'll switch.
They eventually go, okay, maybe let me take it down a little bit. All right, 200 cedis. And ours is still packed. Okay, 50 cedis. Maybe they get a little more people in there. Then we'll start to at least meet somewhere. It's like we shouldn't be worried about their mindset too much. They're not killing us, right? And in the situation, they're in survival mode. We need to understand that. So because they're in survival mode, let's build what we can. Eventually, they'll have no choice but to interact with us, you see? And remember, like Detty December, like you said, the diaspora is the ones building, like a lot of these restaurants, these little pubs, it's the diaspora doing it, right? Now, if we connect to each other, eventually they're gonna feel left out almost, right?
I think that's what's happening already.
That's what's happening. And they feel left out because a lot of us are bitter and we're pushing them out, right? Now, if we create our own network and we're just building, not with the intention of keeping them out, but they see the results in what we're building, the ones amongst them that are, let's say, progressive, they'll start linking up with us and building with us. And I think that's when the bridge will be formed. But I think it starts with us when we come down. You know, like when you come down, connect with other diasporans. And this is why I felt the app was so important, because now when you call a plumber to come fix your toilet, he's not gonna just hit some things. Oh, he's not gonna screw you over. Now you're pissed off at the local plumbers.
Yeah.
And then you call the camera guy, he comes, he screws up the camera. Now you're not mad at So if we connect with each other and give each other the right resources and help each other build, it'll be more of a pleasurable experience. And then the results will show.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that's where, because you said you came here from 2021 to 2024, right?
Yeah.
You spent some time here, and I'm pretty sure the infrastructure is what probably chased you back out, right?
No, do you know what? It wasn't even just, so when I was here, so I was working with, so I do music marketing and A&Ring, so for a lot of the labels. So I was working with a lot of the Ghana artists, musicians, and like people within, so I was blending the connections from the Western, so UK, and we were just trying to build out the music industry here, because the infrastructure for the music industry here is also very interesting.
Right.
So, yeah, and so just even with that, building that, like, it was just a very interesting time. Because first of all, we have so many great musicians.
Right.
I don't know how we don't have a music industry.
Right.
Right? And just like you're saying too, you would assume that there are certain people in certain positions that if they wanted to, they would, right? Because there's no excuse.
Right.
If we have our top artists here who are excelling at a very vibrant rate, so it's like, how can you not have an infant? What have you been doing, and why are you also not coming together to? So then I watched a lot of people, like, we brought people in. We had people from Nigeria. We had people from the UK, the US. Like, there are so many people that worked overtime. People who don't have to, because where they're coming from, there are infrastructures and systems, and their artists are doing well.
Right.
But nobody could fathom how the Ghana music industry is where it is. So people worked overtime to make sure things were moving. Like, let's make something happen. So there is not anybody that we didn't bring. At one point, we even had like Stormzy's managers, like they came on ground. We had labels coming in, Universal. And yeah, like you said, I just think there's only so much we can do. Even when we come together and we work together, we pull all our resources in. Like, I hear what you're saying, but like on the practicality of it, when you're in it, and it's like like everyone from every ground, every soil came in. Like, I don't know.
So what went wrong?
What went wrong?
Right. Give me just I know probably a lot, but just.
I don't think nothing went wrong. I just think they're just not there yet. I think
the locals.
No, I wouldn't even call them the locals per se, because I think just a lot
you said
of
they're not there yet. Who?
Like a lot of the musicians.
Which musicians?
Like the Ghanaian musicians.
The Ghanaian.
Like
so they're locals.
I wouldn't call them locals though.
I mean, look,
but like, because a lot of them are not. A lot of them do have Western mindsets. A lot of them are well-traveled.
No, when I say local, it has nothing to do with their mindset. It's more or less they grew up here.
So Ghanaians who grew up here.
Right,
so
and
I think
no matter how you said they have Western mindset, no matter how much TV you watch, how much social media you consume, right?
No, but a lot of them have traveled and lived abroad and lived in other countries.
True. Now, a lot of them would act the way they act because of the surroundings.
Yeah, it's the culture.
Right, the culture. The culture here is what it is. So you could have people who grow up somewhere else, they come here and maybe they're always late, because why? In Ghana, everybody's late, right? And that's because that's the culture here.
That's the culture here.
So what I'm saying is we need to create a different culture here. And that culture will have to be created, started with us.
No, we can't. I'll tell you the reason why, because the culture is rooted in what makes Ghana, Ghana, what makes Africa, Africa. It's bigger than us. So the culture is already designed way before we stepped in. It's so much, when we talk about the culture and you talk about, which leads to the mindset of Ghanaians, it's so much deeper than what we would think we could come here and do.
I'm not saying we should change their culture. I'm saying we should create our own culture. The same way the Chinese come and they create their own culture. You know how they have Chinatown? They have Chinatown.
Yeah, they have China Mall. Right. Yeah. I feel like we're doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a part of the process. We're in the process. And I'm just saying that for the process to really, I'm just looking at it from outside. Like, so literally for the last 4 years, right? I don't make money in Ghana. I'm a crypto guy. Right? Okay. I literally came to Ghana to be on the ground because I said, okay, in order to develop, I need to know and understand what's going on the ground.
Yeah, you need to be on the,
Right. So for the last almost 4.5 years, I've been on the ground. I'm just watching, I'm seeing, I'm studying, like I go over my interactions with people. And this is what I have come to see, that when I meet other diasporans, oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm like, yo, if you need something, give me a call. I'll say it, but I think it's become like a general thing, right? That people just say. Then they'll try something and it's like, oh man, I tried this, it didn't work. I'm like, why didn't you call me? I told you, just call me. Oh yeah. And that's what I'm saying. We need to have a culture of working together because we have the resources, right? It doesn't benefit you to have maybe 10 workers, right? You have maybe 2 or 3 other diasporans and everybody else is, let's say, a local. And then let's say local because this is where they're from. Right. It'll benefit you more, right, to have 10 other diasporans with 10 different dynamics of resources. So for instance, let's say we're all working together, right? For them to understand where you're trying to go, right? When I'm saying the locals, let's say with the music, they would have to experience the things you've experienced.
Of course.
And they haven't.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna get it. So when you say that the artists weren't ready, yeah, they're not ready. They don't even know where you're trying to take them because it doesn't exist here. Now, if you're dealing with other diasporans, it's more likely that they would have a vision or they can see a little bit clearly what you're trying to do. Yeah. So the support would be a little bit different, right? Yeah. That's why I said let's start with us. Yeah. So if we come out here, let's say, because there's a UK artist out here, V. We have V on the show a lot. Have you met her yet? V King?
No, I haven't met V.
V's from the UK. She's been here for a couple of years. Okay. She's trying to do it. She's doing it with who she knows. And here you are in Ghana, right, on the show that she's always on. Yeah. And she doesn't even know you. And the resources that you might need, she might have them. Or the type of mindset of the artist that you might be looking for, she might have it. So let's start with us first. Because the way the Chinese and everybody else come here, they start with themselves.
Of course.
Now, once we start with us, then you could bring in maybe a local that has a Western mindset, as you say, and just kind of cultivate whatever you need to cultivate in them, because now it's 10 to 1. It's 10 diasporans with this one local. They have no choice but to conform to the culture that these 10 diasporans are putting together. Yeah. Right? But we're outnumbered. So if you try to come in and utilize the local to do something that you're trying to do, most likely it won't work because your mindset is different. You're gonna constantly bump heads. Now, if it's 10 to 1, whereas it's 10 diasporans, 1 local, the mindsets that we have will overpower their mindset. Yo, you need to be on time. If 10 people are telling you to be on time, you're gonna be on time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if 1 person's on time and 9 people are late, you know what I'm saying? What you're doing is not gonna work. So that's all I'm saying is the mindset now is, and you're right, we are building. This is the process. I think we just need to be more conscious of the fact that other diasporans are probably gonna align more with what you're trying to do. So it's best for us to seek out the diaspora in building. And as we build, the locals will come. It's like Ibu Noah and his ark. You feel me? Right. If we start building this ark, right, eventually somebody will be like, oh, that looks nice. Well, it is raining. Maybe let me just get in this ark, right? But if we're like, hey, it's raining, locals, come. They're like, man, when we be quiet, I have this to do. So I feel like, what you're saying is 100% right. It's just that we need to be more, geared towards working with each other as diasporans. And I think things will work out a little bit better. You agree?
To a degree.
To a degree?
I agree to a degree. I think because that's what eventually you end up doing anyway. You end up having to work with your own because of the mindset and because you want things to move. Right. But then also I think I still feel like there has to be some type of unison. We all have to be able to come on like one accord, because at the end of the day, this is their soil. Like I said, like, and that's how they feel. Like, this is their soil. And where we feel like pioneers, we also want a better Africa, a better Ghana, right?
Right.
And we always feel like a better Ghana is understanding our mindset and tapping into our visions, because we foresee.
Right.
So we can foresee where you need to be, because we're traveled, we're seasoned, so we know. And so I feel like, for me, when we talk about pioneering, in my spirit, I feel like that's what I feel like, where am I? I'm like, we can all, as diasporans, like, come together and huddle together, but I don't think that makes for a better Ghana. I don't think that makes I think we need to get them on the same accord, because I feel like that's how Africa and Ghana will flourish.
Right.
We need them to also, like, flourish. And I'm seeing it's change. It's changing.
Right.
Because even down to, like, where I didn't think it was possible. Because, you know, even with this, like, you know that video of the girl that had that issue with the police? Did you see that went viral?
Which one?
Some American girls, the police took her to the ATM, and then she left, and then they were doing investigations. Right. But have you not seen, as much as they, like, dismissed it and said, oh, she was lying, but now, have you not seen that the checkpoints, the police don't say anything, right? I also see, like, now you go to the airport, it's nothing small, nothing for the boys, something for the boys. All of that, have you not noticed all of that has stopped? Right. So I feel like we can get there.
Right.
And we are shifting the mindset, and we are making for a better Ghana. And I feel like that's what, I feel like if we're gonna come over also, I feel like that's what we need to be doing.
Right.
We need to get them to understand that this ain't it, sweetie. Like, they're lying to you lot. Right. That's how I feel like, especially, and that's why right now I'm loving the youth, because the youth are, like, waking up to, like, you know, when people say, like, oh, how did you get rich? Oh, I was selling t-shirts, and, like, oh, I was selling chickens. They're like, how can you tell me this story? Right. Like, because they're like, nah, don't think I'm slow. Right. Don't think I'm illiterate. Don't think I can't read and write, so I don't know that you're doing something. Because if I now go pick up a t-shirt and sell, I want to be rich. I want a Lamborghini from that. I want a Lamborghini from this t-shirt. If I don't get one, then I know you're lying to me, right?
Right.
And I feel like that's what's going to make for a better Ghana. Like, that's what we're doing. And I feel like that's what we need to more so be doing. And you'll just see everything, like, 360. And then it makes what we try to do easier. We can huddle together. But I feel like that's just only going to really benefit us.
No.
It will bleed into them. I do think it will bleed into them.
Well, when I say we should connect resources, let me give you an example. Now, the people I'm connected to, right, when I say I have resources, they're locals. So let's say you come down, right? You're trying to do a festival. I'm not saying, oh, just connect with just other diasporans and put the festival together. Remember, these other diasporans have local resources.
I do agree,
So we first have to huddle together.
And then we
come up with a plan. And then reach out to the locals that would help facilitate this plan. So it's not just us doing it. It starts with us. It can't start with them, because the mindsets are different.
But I feel like we jumpstart the car. We've been doing it.
We jumpstarted, but look what's happening. You see what I'm saying to you? We're still not connected. Me and you are not connected. And just from talking to you, right, I'm thinking of a whole bunch of resources I have for you, right? And I'm like, just even here, the people we know, right? Like, the fact that you don't even know V King, I'm kind of shocked. You see what I'm saying to you? Right, so all I'm saying is, I'm not saying, let's cut them out of the equation.
No,
What I'm saying is, we have to create a board first. Once we create this network, then we can come up with, okay, let's do a festival. All right, well, I have people at such and such. I have people at such and such. You can never cut out the local.
Because
Right, but the thing is, we have to plan, and then fit them in. And then as we interact with them, there'll be an understanding.
I feel like that's what we've been doing, though.
Have we?
I think we've got a lot more. We've got a way to go. Right. I think there's still a whole bunch of people that also still need to come back home.
Right.
Like, all of that also needs to, like, with, like, the people with the brightest ideas and the shiniest minds type of thing, still need to come over. But I feel like slowly, it's going to take some time, you know.
Right.
Because we're transitioning from the old to the new.
Well, the thing is, we're not intentional about it. I don't think we're intentional enough.
Maybe.
That's why I keep bringing up the app.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, we know each other. Oh, he's doing his thing, but we're not working together.
We're
all doing our things.
That's a people thing.
Exactly, but I think we just haven't been intentional about linking with each other. Like imagine if, like, let's say with this app, right? You could just jump on and find someone. Oh, I need LED lights. Oh, such as has LED lights. It goes smooth. They're not late. They understand the mindset you have. You're trying to describe what you're trying to do. Like, oh yeah, I have a guy for that. Here's his profile. You go to that guy. Now things will work a lot smoother because we have similar mindsets.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean we're cutting out the local. It just means that when it comes to the part that's structuring, it's us.
Yeah.
And it has to be us because we're building this thing.
Yeah.
We're building something that's advanced, right? And we have to bring them along with us.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
So we have to meet. Our minds need to meet first. Once we meet and we structure what we need to do, then we bring them in. The ones that are progressive, they'll come. And that's all I'm saying. But, because the reason why I'm saying this is because I see so many diasporans come down. They'll link up with me. Yo, bro, blah, 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 blah. Yo, where you at, man? I left. What you mean you left? Yeah. Oh, I can't. Ghana's too much. Well, what happened? Oh, I was trying to do this. Oh, why didn't you call me? I have a guy at such and such. Oh, forget about it. You never called me. You see what I'm saying? I think it's a mindset thing.
Yeah, that's just human nature.
When we come down, we need to link up with each other. And I think
agree.
Your partners, the people that are going to help you, are going to be other diasporans because they feel your pain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they understand your energy.
Yeah. And we're not going to try to get you something small for the boy every time you see him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we don't come from that culture.
Exactly. But the thing is, we come from a culture. Let's say I lived in the States. You lived in the UK. He lived in Germany. That's not the culture that's there. So when we meet, it's almost like we're all Ghanaians, but we're coming from different
walks of life,
right?
Yeah.
So I think that's, and I would like for you, are you leaving soon?
Yeah.
How are you going to come back soon? The way you said yeah was like, yeah, my ticket's already Damn. Damn, are you coming back?
Immediately.
You're out, right?
Yeah, and I'm going on Friday.
Oh God. When are you coming back?
I'm going back on Friday. Do you know what? We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
So what we'll do is this. We're gonna put you on the app because right now there's a waiting list.
Okay.
Right? There's a waiting list. So we could do beta testing starting February 1st.
Okay.
Let's start beta testing. Let's start from there.
Okay.
Let's start linking up with each other. You'll see. You might meet Ralph. Ralph does festivals. Have you met Ralph yet? He's a rapper. What's Ralph's name? I'll connect you to Ralph. Okay. Yeah, he has his own festival in Prom Prom.
Okay.
Right? I'm sure he'll definitely love to work with someone like you because you have connections with the UK artists. We could start, just hypothetically, just a little idea. Like I'm pretty sure you're connected to UK artists, right? There's some artists down here, right? There's another guy that I know. He's starting his little record company, right? He's I think he might be from the UK too. Right. So imagine if you, Ralph, and this guy teamed up, right? You're pulling artists from the UK. He's pulling local artists. Ralph has the grounds. You know what I'm saying? Working with each other might be a little smoother.
Yeah.
Than you coming down, linking up with locals to trying to make things happen. So I think let's get the app up and running, right? Jump on, connect with other people, and then let's start from there because I hate seeing you guys leave.
I can tell.
I hate this.
I can tell.
I wish right now.
Come back.
I wish right now something happens, you guys get stuck, and then we have to work. But it's okay. God knows what's going on.
Do you know? It is a shame. It is a shame because I feel like it is some of the brightest minds and who are just nah, I'm gone.
Right.
And it doesn't also help. But I think, there's just so many layers to it. I think.
Let's take one layer at a time.
Yeah,
let's meet each other first. Let's meet each other.
There's so many.
There's some guys. I know guys that are here that have tons of money. They're just looking for something to put their money into, but they don't want to work with just the locals. I'm like, what's up? Oh, they're always stealing. Okay, but imagine if he dealt with diasporans. That's not always trying to take money from him. But the thing is, you don't know him.
Yeah, not connected.
Exactly. So I think we need to take it one step at a time. Let's connect. And for anybody else watching the show, I think that's the mindset we need to have. When you come down, connect with other diasporans because they might have the keys to where you're trying to go, and you might not even know he has the keys or she has the keys.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
So please keep your mind open. Please come back. Please come back.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, the next Detty December will be better. It would. I think it'll be better. I think by that time we'll be connected enough. We'll start structuring things, and there's people here that have property.
But you need to also understand that a lot of the private sector is owned by the diaspora. who are the people extorting people. It's not the locals.
It's not the locals. It's not the locals. The locals don't own anything much.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So it's just like
they're taking advantage of the culture, though.
I just think sometimes it's all good and well, like when we speak about these things, but the realities is also very different because also as much as we're also a big problem.
Right.
Because we also think we can come here and just do a madness. Like we just want to do what we want. We feel like there's no rules, and so we're extorting each other.
Yeah, that's what's happening. I think it's like so think about this. If the culture here wasn't predatory, right? A foreigner can't come here and be predatory. He'll stand out.
Yeah.
But because the culture is already predatory, he could be predatory and it'll blend right in.
Yeah.
So I think we need to come in and bring that love that we come down here with. We need to utilize that and build like just like a culture of love.
We need regulation.
And well, that's the thing. Well, that's another layer. Let's start with what we can do, right? That's that love that we come down here. Let's love each other. Let's build with each other.
I think this is where it just goes into just like human nature because I feel like people will, at the end of the day, like people will be people. I think it's not that somebody will see you and be like, oh, you're from the diaspora, I'm from the diaspora, so I'm not going to do you like that.
I mean, no, but if they come into a system that's not like that, even if they are like that, they'll curb it.
Which is why I'm just like, again, so when I look at things, I'm like, no, let's change the system. So then it's like, even if you decide that you want to be on a madness one Monday morning, the system won't even allow you to do
That's what I'm saying. But we can't change, we have to create it. It doesn't exist.
But this then goes, but these regulations will not be done by us because we don't have seats at that level of.
No, I'm saying let's start somewhere. Let's start with us. Like for instance, right now, right? Nothing's stopping us from creating a group, right? Sticking with the festival theme, right? Nothing's stopping us from creating a festival group. Whereas we have a guy that has land, we have a guy that has equipment, we have the guy that has artists, we have the guy that has promo, so on and so forth. Nothing's stopping us from not cheating each other, right? We could say, okay, we're gonna have price controls amongst us. We have price controls. Our tickets are not gonna be more than 50 cities, right? Just amongst us, nothing. The government isn't stopping that, right? Yeah. So once we start that, eventually it'll grow. It'll grow to become the standard. But if we don't start it, we'll just keep complaining. You see, and then now all the other predatory acts in business, they'll be like, wait, what are they doing? Wait, they're not charging $5,000 per table. They're only charging 200 cities. But look at all the people going there. So now it'll create that vibe that we're looking for. We just have to start somewhere, and I think it just starts by us connecting. So don't be so jaded. I know I'm getting the vibes here like, nigga, please. I've been doing that shit for 4 years. I feel like we can do it. We can do it.
No, I think we've been doing it. I think I've seen so many people do like so many amazing things. Right. I've seen so many people come and like it's like it either starts well or there's something. Right. Like there's always, I think the realities of it, I think when we speak about it, it sounds like great and it's like everybody come back home, let's connect the diaspora, you know. They'll do like the High Commission. They'll do like when it's nice. The realities of like is like, and I've seen where like people have like hit the ground running with ideas like, and it's working. Then it becomes political because like politics have decided that they're just gonna come in from, and you see we don't. And this is my whole thing. Another thing is like I feel like. If we're gonna really do this, we also need to have seats at some of these political tables. I just feel like
you're 100% right.
I feel like we can come. There's only gonna be so much that we can. I feel like we're really gonna have to do this and do this properly.
Exactly.
Like,
and it's funny you're saying that because we do have seats. You know what they say? The seats that we have. You know what they say? Well, they say they can't really do anything because their hands are tied, right? But what happens is when you have a seat somewhere, your power, it's like the power, people think power flows from the top down.
No, it doesn't.
It flows from the bottom up, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay. So we have people there, no seats, but we're not organized. Meaning, for instance, let's say all the diasporans say, okay, we're not coming to December unless you guys do blah, 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 blah. And then we tell the person in that seat to make sure the right people know, right? That's a political move, right? That's us exercising our political power. But we can't do that unless we organize. We've been doing it. But we're not doing it that well because we're still complaining.
No, but as much as we're complaining, like, don't get it twisted. Like, people are shaking this table. Like, even I've had some very serious conversations. Like, people have had people have had some conversations. People have had meetings. Like people have shaken some tables.
Right, I get it. I get what you're saying. However, okay, let's take it up.
I think it's just not known.
Let's take it up. So we would deal with the individual, like with the, you know, kind of like on the bottom, right? At the highest levels of power, they don't want us back home. When I'm saying at the highest levels of power, meaning the people who are really in control. The foreigners that own a lot of these big businesses out here, these clubs, these restaurants, these high rises, they don't want the diaspora to come in. Because when we come in, we are competition, right? That's where the resistance is coming from. The resistance isn't coming from the government. The resistance is coming from the people with the money, and that's not us. You understand what I'm saying to you? So in order for us to even challenge that part of it, we need to organize at the lower ends of it. Because we're not organized, we can't really pull. We don't have political power because it's fractured, right? Just like the whole thing with the pencil. One pencil, you can break it. A bunch of pencils is a little harder, right? And I think the beginning of that is us meeting each other, us organizing. Because now our person who's up there at that table can really shake the table because he knows he has political power behind him. He has the masses organized behind him. So I think it just starts with us having the mindset of partnering up with each other. Because now, when we come in, let's say you're coming in to build something, or you're coming to build let's say a high rise. Let me give you an example. You're coming to build a high rise. It's just you and your partners from the UK. Now, you're looking at all these other high rises around. They're looking at you as competition. You're gonna pay whoever they need to pay to make sure they frustrate you. You will not get that high rise up. You'll get frustrated and then you will leave, right? Okay. Now, let's say we've organized ourselves, right? There's a political backing. We have a guy up there. It's gonna be pretty hard for them to pay people off to keep you from building your high rise because he's gonna say, oh, no, leave those people alone because if you do that, this, and this will happen. But because we move in silos, right? We're isolated. It's easy to pick us off. And a lot of times we don't realize that it's not the politicians. It's the money.
It's the people with money, yeah.
The money's doing the talking. So if you're doing something and then suddenly it gets political, it got political because the Ghanaian politician decided to make it political.
Yeah,
no. There's a rich white guy back there going, nah, this is competition. Get rid of them. Money. Now you're out of the way, right? But collectively, we have a lot more money than them, right? Because how many high rises are around here? You feel me? So I think we need to move as a unit. And first, what we need to do is organize. If we could go shake tables all we want, but if you're shaking the table and you're not organized, or other people that can shake it with you, they're organized. The powers that are here, they are organized.
Yeah.
So I think we can't take the shortcut. We have to organize as well. And the only way we can make this is we organize and we act. That's it.
That's true.
Right? So let's just start by organizing. All right? So when you go back, right, once this app is up, you're going to be one of our #1 promoters. You're going to tell every diaspora, get on this app. Let's go and build, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah.
That's so we just got it.
I'm here for the cause.
Right, right. You know, let's go from A to B. I think a lot of us come down here. We want to skip A, B, C, D, and get to, you know, you have your money, but it's just you. You don't have the pull. You don't have the connections. You do not have the numbers. You do not have that organization behind you. And I think we need to create that organization first. Once we create it, then we can actually move and bring others involved.
That's true.
Yeah, you concur?
I agree.
All right, cool. So we're gonna build this thing, right?
We are.
We're gonna build it. Y'all hear this, right? We're about to build this.
From my country.
Yeah. So you speak Tree?
Yeah.
A lot, like fluently?
Not fluently, but I can speak it.
You speak Fanti Tree or just
no Tree?
Just regular Tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it.
You guys hear this, right? We're gonna hold it to it.
We will.
All right. So this was a good conversation. I'm glad you were here. It was great talking to you. I like to talk to diasporans too because I feel like I'm here to kind of not reinforce, but reaffirm.
You're like the plug.
I'm like the what?
The plug.
I'm the plug. Yeah, kind of. I like to call myself Professor X.
Okay.
Remember Professor X finds all the mutants? Yeah. All right. We need to come. We only need to come back home. So I am the plug, and I have other plugs too.
Okay.
So I'm trying to put all these plugs in one place so we can all plug into each other. That works? Sounds great, right? Right. Bars.
Bars.
All right, guys. It was great having a conversation with you. Is there anything you want to tell the people?
No, just keep doing you.
Keep doing
Stay
you.
focused.
Okay, that's good. So, guys, this is Roots and Routes. You see my co-hosts, they all left me, but it's all right. I have Christina with me. All right, so we're going to make this happen. Have a great day, and peace.
See you later.